It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. Punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Hardy on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a first down. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Going to the ground again on first. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down. And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. They'll run it for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And the Steelers first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield on their own side. Offense in the hurry up here. Howard out of the pistol here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10. Here's Howard. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him around in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Give to Warren from the pistol. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Working quickly here.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over.
Catch made. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback and the receiver.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. He'll pick things up from the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. Down to the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Hardy on the return. Things going well so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Howard. Forced out to his right. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Steelers 1st down.
On 1st down, Howard. That's cut in stride by Freiermuth. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16.
From the red zone on 1st. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howard. Brought in. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers break the tie here in the first. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the pistol, it's Gibbs. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
He'll get it at the 9. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Here's the give to Dowdle. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now Howard to throw. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broad pass incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
It's a big strike to Hill. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, they'll put that opposing offense right back out there, steal really from that interception.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. The jumpiness backs him up. Now 6 to go on 2nd down. Here's Gall. Lobs this deep down the middle. Intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Left side, pulled in by Pittman. And he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Out of the gun, Howard. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Reed. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I think they were going to... Grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
180.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he scraped together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And they only get a couple when they needed, and they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
We go tonight. 120. What's that?
They'll go for it. Goff. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Offense up to the line fast. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty.
158.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Offense to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Rodgers on third and goal. He's got it, it's in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is a chip shot from the left hash.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe. Chop you up if I'm under pressure.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
12. 20. Hey, 5.
Shotgun snap here to go. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Jack Fox on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Hey, 88.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Now Rodgers. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Caught, nice gain left side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ric Flair. Tonight. 180. Shell. Hold on.
Goff setting to throw. Completed over the middle. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard
On the gun, Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And now it's 3rd down.
Asante Samuel on the coverage.
What? 180. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Louis. What's that? 76. Help. 76. 70. What's that?
Throwing again. It's Goff. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Pressure coming. Rodgers. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38. They'll throw again. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Go to 50.
Again, Rodgers. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Lions get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, to the line.
Off to the air now. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
80.
And off the play fake. Here's Goff. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
180. What's that?
Run from Pacheco to start the half. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
180. 5. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Super 1.
Goff on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He's returning this from his own end zone, everybody. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And go with Dowdle on the run. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
22.
Brings up 2nd and
To throw, Rodgers.
25-yard line.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
First down, here's Rodgers. Got a lock behind this one, downfield it goes. Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A pistol snap. Rodgers. Throw is caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this.
Tick 30. Hey, tick 26.
Looking to throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Cut. 1 8. Turbo set. Attack.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. We're cobbled together a yard there. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
In truth, Kate, I kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
20. Turbo.
Handoff here to Sanders. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight. Set. 180.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Turbo.
On the give, it's Sanders. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Ready?
QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak. One day they stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
180.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down throw here by Rodgers. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 24th of the season, making him the new single-season record holder in receiving touchdowns. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Hold up. Wait, what?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
I got him. On me.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Goff. Throwing the out route complete. They're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Brings it in. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On second down, Warren. He's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We're through three on this holiday weekend. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. They did it! He made the interception! Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Goff. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down at the 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Go tonight. Wait tonight.
Off to the air now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
180. What's that?
Now a give to Sanders, coming left. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers from the gun. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Hey, check 26. 319. Get 300. Get 300.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give them 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down.
4-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
He's back to throw. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's 4th
50.
down.
Hey, you block over here. This. Inside. 26.
Desperation time here on 4th. Throw caught by his running back. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Rolling out to his left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Second down, run by Pacheco. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Like 20. Value 3. Ric Flair.
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
The Lions readying for the punt. And they could elect to just take the safety here. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, 88. Gun. Blue 58.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Throwing now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
White 20. Set.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Hey, kill DC.
Sanders running dead ahead, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
We go tonight. 180. That's it.
Now a give left side to Pacheco. Works this back towards the middle block, and that thought worked out. Lines up with a gain of 8. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third and 4 coming up now.
We go. That's it.
Here he is to throw. Finds a man right side. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
What? Wait, what's that? What's that?
He'll throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They kick the running back in motion. Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers jump in front late. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Samuel now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Cut. Like 20. 5. Like 20. Hot. That's it.
Shotgun snap here to go. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's cut at the 25. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minutes. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Steelers 31. Jack Fox.
Fox now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minutes.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hot. Like 20.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Design quarterback run here. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road.